Hi everyone, I am Nayla Latrice and I am here to give you guys 10 ways to start your own YouTube channel. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into these tips and to these tricks. Okay, I have my notes and some things that I have written down here, so let's jump right on in. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do when you're starting your YouTube channel, okay, is make sure that you're doing something that you actually like to do. Okay, make sure whatever you're going to start a channel on, it is something that you can do constantly, at least 3 times a week. You want to be able to at least do 3 times a week every day if you're able to upload, or something that you're able to mass record. Okay, just something that you thoroughly enjoy, and sometimes it could be something that you do every day. It could be a skill, a gift, whatever, what it is that you're wanting to start, but make sure it's something that you can really do every single day. Okay, so do what you love to do what comes naturally or what is natural for you. Okay. Um, the next thing, or the next tip, is consistency. So that goes to doing something that you love to do, or doing something that comes naturally to you. Okay, making sure that whatever it is that you're doing, you are able to stay consistent. People want to know that you're going to continue to show up for them. Okay, of course, you have a time where you will get to the point to where you won't have to post as much because you have built your following, or whatever the case may be. I'm not going to go into too much detail. However, the point is always be consistent. Okay, which leads to number 3. And I may not even need to count these because it's going to be like a bunch of them, so probably more than 10. But number 3, since we're counting at this point, communication. Okay, communicating with your family, with your subscribers. That's what I mean by when I say family. With your subscribers. Okay, with your tribe. Make sure that you communicate with them. Okay, like, let's say if you're going to take a break or things like that, or when you come back from a break and it's like, hey, I was gone because of yada 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 yada. Okay, or just giveaways, things like that. Engage. So communication and engagement, whatever the case may be, make sure that you are actually communicating this with your audience. Okay, with your tribe. Okay. Here's a fourth thing. Some people do this, but you don't have to. But some people actually come up with a name for their audience. Okay, or their tribe. All right, you have some people that say, hey loves, or hey love bugs, or hey friends, or something like that. So whatever it is, if that's something that you want to do, you can think of a name that you have for your audience. Okay. The next thing, or the next tip for you guys, the number 5 tip, is to actually, this goes kind of in with the communication, but tell people about your channel. Okay, so tell them to support you. Okay, within your videos, tell them to like, tell them to share, tell them to subscribe. Okay, talk about what else you have going on your platform, if you have other things going on, but actually talk to them and tell them the purpose of your channel and so forth. Communicate to them if there's other services that you have for them that you want them to connect to outside of your YouTube platform as well. Okay, such as your socials and so forth. But also communicate and tell other people that's not on the platform about your platform. Okay, like even when you're going into the grocery store, I'm a talkative person, so people strike up conversations with me. It's not always me striking up conversations with people, and I'll end like, oh yeah, I have a YouTube and yada yada yada, and they're like, oh yeah, of course, I'll check it out, and and I've made that one-on-one connection with them in person. So actually, tell people and share your channel. Tell people to support you, because you have to be able to sell yourself. Okay, and you have to be confident in what it is that you're doing. Okay, which is another tip. Number 6, build your confidence. Be confident in what it is that you are doing and being in front of the camera and so forth. Okay, but you may not be comfortable at first, but it's okay. Practice is the point. Practice. You can do quick run videos. This hair is just kind of like But you guys can do practice videos and don't ever put those out, okay? But you guys just continue to do things, look at yourself in the mirror, continue to practice what it is you're going to do, what it is you're going to say, and so forth, okay? Until it just naturally comes out. And that's why you want to do something that you're natural at, because you can just easily talk about that topic, okay? But it definitely helps, okay, to build your confidence, to practice building your confidence. But also, having a YouTube in general is going to help build your confidence, because you have an audience. People are looking for your content and what it is that you're putting out, okay? So definitely know that just having a YouTube in itself is giving you something that you're focused on. Is, you know, you have to tend to it, okay? And so therefore it's going to help build your confidence. Here's some system tips, I guess. Okay, hashtags. Okay, and within the description bar. All right, those, make sure that you're really researching what hashtags and what it is that, what hashtags you really, your top three. You can do 6. You can do most people do a lot. Okay, some people only do 3 because the top 3 is the main. That's a different story, but the top 3 is the main 3 that those it's kind of filed or categorized under, so to speak. So really pay attention to your top 3 description bar hashtags that you put inside of your for your each individual video that you upload. So if each video is a completely different topic, let's say you're vlogging about going to Mexico, and then you're vlogging about going to LA, you know, your hashtags for the LA video may be everything LA, you know, versus travel and so forth. And then the one for Mexico may be all Mexico hashtags, you know, but really do your research. But the key is you want to use the same hashtags over and over, the same top 3 hashtags. So if you're going to be doing, that's why people have one channel for one thing, you know. So if you're going to be mixing and matching, make sure it's something that it's all that they think all can fit up under, or just do one hashtag for each category and then maybe one common one, okay, something like that. But just really research your description bar hashtags. Now, there's also another set of actual tags, okay, that you can use. I usually leave those blank, all right, for those, since we don't have it up on the system, I can't really show you, but I usually leave that section blank. I may put 1, okay, or like main 1, or either I may just do, let's say if I'm doing manifestation as a topic, that hashtag can be manifest, manifesting, manifestation. You can do all of them. You can do 5 or 6 of them, because they all start with that same manifest or that same prefix there, okay? So it's just going to really get you in with the manifesting. Okay, that's for the tags, not the description bar tags, but the tags on the back end. Okay, also your title, make sure your title is something that people are actually searching. What are they actually going to YouTube and searching? That's what your title needs to include, or just something that is also catchy, that is going to get people's attention as well. Okay, that is going to catch people's eye. Okay, something that that is of relatable topics. Okay, something that is current, but just make sure that your title is something that people actually want to know about, okay? Because that is what is going to, like if you're doing a how to manifest money, so you want your video title to say how to manifest money, here are 5 tips, something like that, okay? Because you know people are searching manifest, and then you have all your tags to say manifest, that type of thing. So it really takes you really niching down and really knowing your purpose on your YouTube channel, okay? Let's see. Background music, okay? I always have some type of background music playing, or some type of white noise, you know, just kind of mellows everything out. So I have some jazz here playing, or I always have some type of music in the background, whether you guys can hear it really or not, it's always there, okay? Sometimes I may forget or whatever, and it's like, whatever, I'm such a I'm gonna put it out how I put it out. I'm a live in-person type of person, so me doing videos is kind of like you get what you get. I ain't got time to be editing. I may edit a little bit, but not really. I don't, but yeah, music is key. So have it very quiet, that way it can't, some people have it where it can be heard. Make sure you're checking copyrights and so forth. But if it's not, you may get some type of notification, but if you ain't really doing nothing with it like that, it ain't really that big of a deal, but it's still, give credit for the music that you're using, that type of thing. That's why they send out those notifications. But, just kind of have some white noise, some type of background noise playing, okay, or something, in the background. Also, talking about the editing, okay, I'm not a big editor like that when it comes to my videos. Maybe in the future, because I know what I plan to do eventually with my channel. Of course, those type of videos, they will require editing, but just me talking to you guys and so forth, I just go straight through and you kind of get what you get. I don't kind of piece it together, and it's like, hey, again, if I was live, I'm a teacher, so it's like, hey, I'm teaching, and you can't edit teaching. When you're in front of the classroom, and they see you taking phone calls, they see you reprimanding the child, or, whatever the case may be, discipline or whatever, they see you eating your lunch, they see everything. You're a family in the classroom, it's like they're your kids, so it's kind of the same thing. That's just my energy specifically. It just depends on the image that you're putting out and what type of videos you're actually putting out, okay? But editing is a very, very important part of your videos. You want to make sure that you do have good editing, good lighting, all of that. You want to make sure that people can actually hear you and that you're very, very clear with your words and so forth. I'm not using the microphone right now, okay? My voice does carry. I do have a ring light here, just something simple, okay? So, but for me, this is all I really need. But for others, depending on what you're doing, you may have to edit and put pieces together if you're not just talking straight through, okay? And then lastly is your thumbnail, okay? Make sure you have a really, really a good thumbnail. Your thumbnail is what they see when they're scrolling, okay? And it's not going to be anything that's actually in the video unless you actually use part of a still image from your video to use as your actual thumbnail. Otherwise, you have to create a separate thumbnail and upload that, okay? And make it creative, okay? That way people, it will catch people's attention and people will want to click on your video because people are visual, okay? Another point is get straight to the point. Just jump right in. Get right to it, all right? I'm the type of person, I hate long-ass intros, even though sometimes I may, have things to say to my community or whatever. I still like to just jump right in, and just say everything on the back end. If they're really listening to you and if they're really part of your community, they're going to listen all the way to the end anyways, okay? Or even maybe you can kind of stop in the middle if you want to. You can kind of determine how you're doing that. Another tip, I told you we're just going to be giving all these tips, so just coming to me, okay? Marketing, branding, all of that, business plans, all of that, you guys can book me down below in the description bar. Go ahead and hit this like button for you guys, for me, for yourselves, okay? But another thing, and look, I just lost what I was getting ready to say. Gosh darn it. It's okay. Look, I had to plug myself, and then I completely kind of spaced out on what I was getting ready to say. Oh, thank you, Great Spirit. Just have fun. Put your personality into it. That is your pizzazz. That is your jazz, okay? Have a likable personality, okay? Something that people will want to watch, okay? Be somebody that people would want to watch. And just use your personality and be who you are. And naturally, you're going to have the people come to you that are meant to flow to you, okay? You don't have to force anything. Just stay consistent and use these tips. Also, actually plan out your content. You can plan out your content, plan out your topics for the next 30 days, okay? You can spend an hour of your day, 30 minutes of your day actually planning that out, okay? Again, personal development coaching, I have that down below, to help you to get organized, to help you get organized in your personal life and your business life. life, whatever the case may be, setting schedules and staying organized, setting goals and so forth, okay? But definitely set goals for your channel. Do all of those types of things. Also, the analytics are very important. I could have broke this up into 2 videos, but it's like the analytics are very, very important as well, okay? So check your analytics, check all of that, communicate, engage with your users, with your audience, okay, with your tribe, and make sure that they're staying engaged, okay, and that they're liking the content, and that any suggestions or anything like that as well. Also, you will also now be opening up yourself to criticism and to having naysayers and bots and just other types of negative things that people don't talk about with the YouTube channel. Maybe I'll do a video on that, but what I'll just say to all of that, obviously if they got to say something negative, you're doing something great anyway. So keep doing what you are doing and don't mind the haters, boo, okay? So yes, here are some tips on how you guys can get started with your YouTube. Just go for it, okay? And just know that it is going to be a journey. You may not blow up overnight, okay? You have to put in that work. You're going to go from 0 views to 1 view, every time you post, to 3 views, to literally 5 views, and then to 10 views. And it's like, dang, I've been doing this for a few weeks and all I got is 20 views. Like, but you just got to keep doing it. The more consistent you are, the more that you put your energy into it, the more it will pay its way back out. But you also have to learn the system and learn YouTube for yourself as well, and do your research. That's why you came across this video. So actually apply what you've learned here, okay? And just go for it. Just take that leap of faith and trust that Spirit is going to catch you. And any help that you guys need personally, spiritually, business-wise, you guys can hit that description bar down below. Thank you guys so much for all of your continued support. Please hit that like button, comment down below how this has helped you, okay? Share this with somebody else that you could be starting a YouTube channel with, okay? Or maybe you've been talking to your homegirl like, hey girl, I'm gonna start a channel. She like, oh, me too. Like, okay, send her this video because Nayla got y'all. Okay, and tell her to book with me too, okay? I'll get both of y'all together. Look, I'll give y'all a discount. Y'all come in multiples, okay? Y'all come in groups, if y'all doing group stuff, but anyways, yes, go ahead and hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for all of your continued love and support. I am Nayla Latrice. Peace.